We have to think about the shareholder's perspective when we're thinking about the property experiencing a huge increase in commercial rental income that might reduce or eliminate the maintenance charges. It's great to not have to pay so much, but we need to communicate with the unit owners the effect that this is going to have on their personal tax situation. Remember, properties in especially sought after retail rental districts are receiving huge increases in the rental income on their commercial lease renewals. Now, commercial rents tend to reduce the maintenance charges that are due to shareholders. So what's bad? Well, there are some tax issues. So we're going to put aside the issue of the corporation having a perceived profit from the store rental. We're going to bring that in a little later. But because we set aside pass-through deductions to the shareholders, remember that shareholders can only take as a deduction on their return amounts that they pay. So when they pay less, their deductions are reduced. Now the question still is going to exist whether we can do the same expense allocation percentage for that perceived profit as well as the pass-through deduction. We don't know where the IRS is on that. That answer is not available to us at this time. But let's get back to what's going to affect the shareholder. The pass-through deductions are generally 50% of the maintenance charges for buildings which have no commercial space. So therefore, when the commercial rent wipes out a part of the maintenance a shareholder has to pay, then 50% of the amount that's deductible is generally lost. And we have many shareholders who want to pay less but still take the same deductions. We really think that it's important that substantial thought goes into the decision as to how we're going to communicate the situation to the shareholders by telling them in advance the effect it's going to have. At the same time, we tell them that their maintenance charges are going to be reduced. Now, as a board member, you have a fiduciary responsibility to protect the corporation as well as the shareholders. And you should be concerned about the risks that are associated with taking an aggressive tax position. Here it affects the individual returns as well as the corporation return. So it's imperative that a well-informed board be required to make these substantial decisions.